Davey, second result in a row that's maybe not went our way despite being on top of the game arguably and creating better chances. What's your reflection on this afternoon's result?
Massive frustration to be honest. It's a difficult one. You find it difficult to articulate it because on one hand I'm gutted for the players, but on the other hand it's not good enough. So but I know football, it's a goal, take the moment out of the game. I should be sitting here talking to the boys about a 0-0, fairly positive about how the game went. We've got to do a wee bit better in the final third in terms of taking our chances. But you're sitting here talking about a defeat after a performance like that. You kind of make your own luck in football at this moment in time. We're not getting that luck, but we've only got ourselves to blame because it's us giving these chances up. I never seen Ross County make those mistakes, but we seem to be making those mistakes. 2 last week, 1 this week, when you're fairly comfortable within the game. So that's the frustrating aspect of it. You're kind of hammering the front three, if I'm honest, because I think they've got to do better with their chances. But again, they're getting into great areas. They're generally the ones creating those chances. So if you look at the 2-8s either side of Holty, and the full-backs and the wingers and the striker, I thought they done generally quite well. They score and then it becomes a wee bit more of a long ball game because you just sit in and it's difficult. So frustration is the first, probably emotion, frustration and anger, which kind of probably 2 of them are linked very closely, I would imagine. But again, got to do better, collectively, myself included.
You've touched upon it there, and Io touched upon a kind of similar topic, speaking with the written press after the game. In terms of luck, would you contest that that's maybe not went our way the past 2 games in particular, or is there?
Yeah, I'm not a big believer in that. I think you make your own luck. So no, I don't think that's luck. I think you could maybe say the way Ross County defended, they got an element of luck at times, but you can't say that for us. I don't think there was any luck involved. I think Watson was lucky to stay on the park, but again, it's because it's against one of my players. Is that maybe one of my full-backs doing that tackle? I'd maybe be saying it's a yellow, so maybe an element of luck there, but luck, nah. Well, you break the game down. How did we not win the game of football? Let's deal with that first. We never won that game of football first and foremost because we never took our chances. How did we not take any points for the game? Secondly, we never took any points from the game. It's because we never defended well enough. And one moment of the game, how many shots from target did they have? 1, and that was a header, because I think they won off the bar, or the save. Shamal saves that thing onto the bar. There's no class as a shot, I don't know, but I think there's only 1 shot in target. 22 shots, 60% possession. So I don't think it's luck.
Well, result aside, on a positive note today, pretty enlarged attendance off the back of the community ticket giveaway. Is the result maybe slightly more disappointing, given there's an enlarged crowd, and not going to say an expectation that carries along with it, but maybe a kind of opportunity to impress potential people to come back?
A wee bit controversial, probably. No, I don't really give that a second thought, if I'm honest, and I don't mean it like that. I want to win the game no matter if there's 10 in the crowd or 10,000 in the crowd. It's disappointing, not just to the extra folk that came, the extra fans that came, it's disappointing to the full club that we never managed to take anything from that game today. So that's the most disappointing aspect, not the 4,000 fans or whatever it was. I just think the disappointing aspect is we never managed the game properly, because if we did have managed the game properly, we'd be sitting here at 0-0. Last week we'd be sitting at 1 each. So frustration, there's a lot of frustration on my part. It's a strange one, because you're happy with a large percentage of the performance. I'm happy with a large percentage of the performance. Yeah, there's things we could do better. We all know. Obviously, there's things we could do better. We've got no points for the game. So just need to regroup back in Monday. Contemplating coming in tomorrow, if I was honest. But I feel for the players as well. Like, as much as I'm frustrated and angry, there's boys in the changing room that are feeling the exact same way. So we've just got to stick together, keep doing what we're doing, because I don't believe we're a million miles away from our objective. But we can't keep throwing points away and expect to finish in the top 6 in the process of no picking up points, because you've got to be picking up points, you've got to be grinding results out, and that's probably the most disappointing aspect. I felt we ground results out at the start of the year, whereas maybe now teams are grinding results out against us. But again, I think that goes back to scoring the first goal. I think the dynamics of the game changed totally with the team that scores the first goal. And in the games where we grounded the results out, we got the first goal. Unfortunately today and last week we never got the first goal, so the dynamics of the game changes.
Next Saturday, again back here at the Tony Macaroni Arena, against a side kind of in and around us in the table against St Johnstone. They're coming off the back of a late defeat against Celtic, albeit with a good performance. A good chance to atone for today's result.
I think every game you can say that, can't you? You can say that every game, that's what you're saying. Like, I wish I could go to sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow and we're playing St Johnstone next Saturday. That's kind of the frustrating aspect of you. So you could say that every game in the Premier League, it's a chance to atone, a chance to pick points up. It's going to be a difficult game. We look to have turned the corner, if I'm honest. They're difficult to beat. Callum's now got the formation and the players within his squad that's capable of picking points up. So I think Callum's turned the corner with them. Fair play to everybody at St Johnstone for sticking by Callum and for Callum being able to turn the corner. So I think it's going to be a difficult game of football. But again, it's one that we're more than capable of picking 3 points up from. I'd like to probably be sitting here one weekend thinking, well, how did we manage to pick 3 points up today? But it doesn't seem to happen, or it's not seem to happen. So we need to change that. We need to change that. The only way you can change that is coming in and keeping your head down, keep trusting the process, and keep working hard and sticking together, and go and try and pick 3 points up next Saturday.